welcome to another day of Vlogmas. So today we are doing my 2024 anticipated releases. I've only got January to June, and I'll be totally honest, I've really only got January to April because I have one title. I have nothing for May and I have one title for June. It's mainly because I'm not very good at actually knowing when things are coming out. So these are just the ones that I'm aware of and I'm excited by. So I'm going to attempt to do this in publication order. It might not be correct because it depends whether or not I've written down the right dates or not. So yeah, we're just basically gonna make it up as we go along. Okay, it's just between us, fine, good. So we'll start off with my January anticipated releases. So releasing on, I believe, the 9th of January is the Atlas Complex. Squash over. The Atlas Complex is the third in the Atlas 6 series by Olivia Blake, and I am very excited for this one. I mean, I need to read book 2, but I loved the Atlas 6. I'm excited to see where this series goes. On the 16th of January, we've got The Fury by Alex Michaelides. I know nothing. Just been joined by Bella. So on the 16th of January, we've got The Fury by Alex Michaelides. I know nothing about this book. Hey Belle. I couldn't even tell you what it was about, so I know nothing other than, even though again, I've not read anything by Alex Michaelides, I feel like I would like his work, so that's why it's on the list. On the 18th of January, we've got Feybound by Sarah Alarifi. Again, running theme here. I have not read her other books, which are Final Strife, and there's a sequel to that one, which I've forgotten what it is. But I think I'm going to really, really like it. So I've actually pre-ordered Feybound. Let me just move the cat. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is going to be as good as I sort of anticipate it to be. Then on the 30th of January, we've got Come and Get It by Kylie Reid. Kylie Reid is the author of Such a Fun Age, which is a book I really, really enjoyed when I read it, so I'm excited to see what she comes out with next. And finally, on the 30th of January, we have probably my most anticipated book of the year, which is House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. I have actually read books 1 and 2 in this series. It's a shock, I know. But in January, I'm going to plan on doing some sort of like catch-up videos because I'm going to reread House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath. But yeah, I am so hyped for Flame and Shadow. Cannot wait. I'm both overly excited and kind of nervous. But yeah, can't wait. It's going to be great. Moving on to February. On the 6th of February, we've got Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So this is one which I've put down as anticipated, but I'm not yet convinced that I'm anticipating it. This seems to be a paranormal romance. I think it's between a vampire and a human or something. Paranormal romance can be hit and miss for me, but I do like Ali Hazelwood. So I'm not convinced. I'm not saying no, I'm just a little bit unsure on this one. And then on the 13th of February, we've got Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. I love Tessa Bailey. Everything I have read of Tessa Bailey's I have enjoyed, so I see no reason for that to stop with Fangirl Down. And then I've put this under March, but then when I check the dates, it says 29th of February, so this might be February, but it's Emperor of the Damned by J. Christoph. This is a very close second to House of Flame and Shadow as my most anticipated book. I really, really loved Empire of the Vampire. Cannot wait for Empire of the Damned. I'm seeing people with the arcs already and I am incredibly jealous. I thought I was quite lucky for getting a NetGalley copy, but no. Everyone else has got like really lovely hardbacks and there's me like, I want one. But yeah, Empire of the Damned is the sequel to Empire of the Vampire, which is J. Christoph's adult like vampire novel. The world has been in darkness for the last 20 years, and the last Silver Saint is telling his story. It's kind of got inspiration from Interview with the Vampire. I just loved it. I loved it. I can't wait. Moving on to March, we have got, on the 5th, we've got The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. This is the sequel to The Stolen Heir, which is the spin-off series from The Cruel Prince. I liked The Stolen Heir, didn't love The Stolen Heir. So while I am anticipating, and I will, buy The Prisoner's Throne, I'm not convinced I'm going to love it. I felt a little bit like The Stolen Heir was a sequel that nobody asked for. You know, sometimes you get those books and you're like, yeah, but like, did we need this? Has this added anything to the overall like world? So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I think of The Prisoner's Throne. I've also scribbled down Finlay Donovan 4, but I don't know what date that is because I didn't think about writing down a date as well. I'm going to do, that as well. I also I've read the first Finlay Donovan. Finlay Donovan's killing it. I don't even own books 2 and 3, but I do want to kind of like give myself a break between them because I hear they're fairly similar. So I feel if I read them back to back, I might not enjoy them. Whereas if I give myself a break between, I might enjoy them a bit more. And then I've got on the 19th of March, Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abiki Kmedi. She is the author of Ace of Spades, which I loved. Really, really, really loved it. So yeah, really excited for that book as well. Moving on to April, we have got on the 2nd of April, The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. This is Holly Jackson's new book, obviously. I believe it is a standalone, but my teensy tiny concern with this one is, like Five Survive, I believe Holly Jackson's newer books are set in the States. I'd really like her to come back to the UK and do more Good Girl Guide to Murder style books, because I felt like The Good Girl's Guide to Murder just was so, so good, whereas Five Survive, I really enjoyed it, but not as much as Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I think that part of that was this sort of American setting compared to the UK setting, but we will see. On the 2nd of April, we've got Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Again, I have not read anything by Abby Jimenez, but I think I'm going to like her, so anticipating this one. On the 9th of April, I've got The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I don't really know what this one is about. Something in, like, I feel like it might be a historical, but I might have made that up. But it's Leigh Bardugo, so I'm excited. Honestly, like, I would pretty much read Leigh Bardugo's shopping lists. On the 23rd of April, we've got Funny Story by Emily Henry. So this is another one where I'm really anticipating it, but I am not going to read it in April. Like with Happy Place, I'm waiting for Happy Place to come out in paperback because all the rest of my Emily Henrys are paperback. This might sound weird, but I don't like romances in hardback. I don't want to have a romance in a hardback. Like, I'd rather have romances in paperback. Don't ask, it makes sense in my head. So even though Funny Story is coming out in April, unless I get like an arc of it, I won't be reading it then. I will be waiting for the paperback release. And 30th of April, we've got Heavenly Tyrant by Ziran J. Zhao. This is the sequel to Iron Widow. I liked Iron Widow, and actually when I reread Iron Widow, I liked it even more. I'm not yet convinced that I am going to read the sequel. I don't know if this will be a series I'll continue or not. Hey, my darling. But I thought I would include it anyway because there is a good chance that I will read it. And then, like I said, I don't have anything for May, and for June I have got just the one book, which is Daydream by Hannah Grace, which comes out on the 4th of June. I am so excited for this book. This is finally Henry's story. Which he was one of my favourite characters in Icebreaker. I really enjoyed him in Wildfire. I can't wait to see his story in Daydream. So that is my anticipated, that is my anticipated releases for the first half of 2024. Let me know what books you are anticipating. Do I need to add more to my list? Let me know if we've got like anything that we're both anticipating. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, subscribe down below, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.